Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a few things about rubrics. One, how to create a rubric. Two, how to attach a rubric to an assignment. And three, how to grade that assignment with that rubric. So right now I'm in my Algebra 1, my Block 8 Algebra 1 class. First thing I'm going to do is create a rubric. So the way you start is you don't go to assess. You go to your profile pic or bonsai tree in case you don't have a profile picture. You hover over and you go down to my rubrics, and you'll see that I already have one here, but I want to create a new one. So under these two tabs here, one is active, one is draft. This rubric is, I made it active and I attached it to an assignment, so you'll see that it's in use right now. Under drafts, they will be drafts of rubrics that you haven't made active yet. So I'm going to click on add a rubric, and it gives you two options. You get two types. The first one is points based, and that's the more common one, and you'll use it if you want to create a grade out of the evaluation that you gave it using the rubric. And it'll also provide the feedback and evaluation for the student. If you want to use it strictly for feedback and evaluation, you can use a qualitative rubric. No score, just the feedback. So I'm going to go ahead and make a points-based rubric. So make sure that's highlighted. Click continue, and you must give it a title. So I'm going to use it to grade my notebook. So I'm going to call it notebook rubric. For grade level, subjects, and description, you don't need to put anything. In case you do, it's, you click on select, click on whatever grades you're going to use it for, the subject, and I'm not going to put a description. You can if you like. Press continue. So this is a draft of your rubric, and you see the default is for titles, for criteria, and for levels. So going down in rows are the criteria and title. These are things like, neatness, organization, accuracy, whatever. And then the levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, are the point values you're going to give each category. So let's start by giving them the titles, and I'll grade my notebook on neatness, accuracy. Let's say problem of the day, and organization. All right. Description, you don't need one. You can if you like. If your criteria had a little bit more of a vague name or a broad name, but I think the category titles here are pretty self-explanatory. Next, the levels, and I like to do 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do 3 columns, you can hover over one of them, the header of one of them, and click on the X, and that'll delete one of the columns, leaving you only 3. You can give these different point values. Maybe it's 0, 1, 2, or it's I don't know, 0, 5, 10, 20. Whatever the points are, if you change it however you like. Next, you have the option of editing the weights, which if you want to give one of the categories more emphasis or more of a weight to it, you can change the weights. So let's click on edit weights, and the default is that they're weighted equally. and they have to total 100%. So each one is, and since I have 4 of them, each one weighs 25%. So let's say I'm big on accuracy. So I want to make my accuracy 50%. It's half the grade. So 50%, and if I press enter or tab, enter didn't work. If I press tab or click away from it, it'll adjust the rest of the scores evenly. So it'll distribute the other 50%. Let's say, so let's go back. Let's say I wanted to keep neatness 25%. So if I change accuracy to 50, that leaves me 25% for the other two. If I wanted to keep neatness 25%, this little lock icon is unlocked right now. And if I click on it, it'll lock it. So if I change any one of these other ones, neatness will stay 25%. So let's go ahead and change accuracy back to tab. And the other two get the remaining 25%. I think that's about all you can do with that. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to check the box that says distribute weight equally and change it back to the default of 25% each. Okay, then now it's time to fill in the grid. So give it a description for each one. And so click on it. Typing in the notes are not neatly written. It is very hard for people, me, follow along. So if when I'm grading it, I choose this this description for this level or category, then student knows what I'm talking about. And click away, go to the next one. And I'm going to pause it here for a minute, fill in the rest. All right, so I fill in the rest, and then I skipped is that if you delete one, and you have 3 columns, you change your mind, you want to go back to 4, you can add a level, or if you want to make 5 levels, add a level. Or on this side, if you want to add a criterion, you click on this add a criterion button. Or if you want to take one away, you don't want 4, you just want 3, 2, 1, or whatever. Click on the X here. And so I'm just about ready to start using this rubric. So I'm going to click on Manage Rubric. Actually, let me go back and show to the list. And so since it's still a draft, I haven't made it active yet. It's in the Draft tab. The other one I made before, since it's active and I'm using it, it's under the Active tab. So it's still a draft. And something you know about active and draft rubrics, since this is a draft, I have a few more options to do with this. I can still edit it. I can make it active and I can delete it. My Active tab, since it's being used for this assignment, when I click on Manage Rubric, I don't have many of these options. I can't delete it. I can still edit it, just can't delete it. If you want to delete it, you have to unattach the rubric from this assignment, which then in turn gets rid of all the data, which probably something you don't want to do, but just in case. So go back to my rubric, my notebook rubric, under the Draft tab, click Manage Rubric, and I'm going to make it active. All right, now it's in my Active tab. Now it's ready to use, so let's go back to the class. And I created an assignment. I created a notebook check assignment, and it is an upcoming assignment right now. So one assignment is ungraded, unsubmitted. Since it's a notebook check, they're probably not gonna submit anything. Let's see here. All right, so since it's just a notebook check, they're not actually submitting anything. I took out the Dropbox option. So I'm ready to grade. So notebook check, I click on grade. Click on grade. That's not what I want to do. Oh, shoot. Okay, I almost forgot. So I click on, I already created the assignment, so I need to go back and I need to edit it. If you didn't create it ahead of time, then you wouldn't have to worry about this. So I took out the show on Dropbox because there wasn't anything that they had to actually submit. They just needed to show me their notebook. And right here under rubrics, I choose the rubric that I'm using to grade this assignment and click save. Now the rubric is attached to this assignment, so we're ready to grade that assignment using the rubric. So here we go. So here's the assignment. Let's click on grade. Grade again. So Noah, he's my only student. He's the only one that we see here. So I click on grade, and then you'll see that rubric is attached. If there was no rubric, it would be blank, and there would just be one little box where you give it the score. Maybe using the rubric, physical rubric, or something else, some other means to grade. But here, so I click on rubric, and the default is this little tab on the right. So I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. Is you choose for neatness, you go ahead and choose. So they're all neatly written, cool. Accuracy, he made a couple mistakes. Problem of the day, they're all there, they're all complete, they're all done. And then organization, oh, I don't know, some of the pages are out of order, missing a header, no date, whatever. So you got a 2. And then it tallies it up, it's a 13 out of 16. In the gradebook, this assignment is worth 40 points. And that's what the student knows, as though it's a 40-point assignment. So this 13 out of 16, when I send it to the gradebook, it will adjust proportionally to that 40 points. So 13 out of 16, that's a little more than 75%. So whatever that is out of 40 points. And then something you might want to do is make comments for those scores that didn't get a 4. So if I was Noah, I'd want to know what I can do to get a 4 in accuracy and a 3 or a 4 in organization. So I'll click on comments. Most notes were recorded accurately. Next time, Noah might want to check for accuracy. Double check work. Maybe use a calculator to check work. And then same else for organization. Using correct date for heading. I don't know, use check notebook exemplar for proper format. Whatever. And done. No, not done. Next, before I send it to gradebook, what you could do is look at an expanded form of this. So you can check while reading all the different levels at once in one screen, and you can also comment while looking at all the different levels. So I'm ready to send this grade to the gradebook. Click on send to gradebook, and you'll see a little message. It's synced to gradebook. Then we're done. We're done. And